What's going on today, guys? It's Invader and I'm back with another video, and I just want to come on here and remind everybody not to pre-order Battlefield 6. Don't listen to these dumbass COD YouTubers that are sitting around here saying Battlefield 6 is going to destroy Call of Duty. Guys, I remember once upon a time the last Battlefield game launched, Battlefield 2042. And it was a complete and utter fucking mess, right? The game launched buggy as shit. You wouldn't be able to revive your teammates, fucking shit would spawn in, all sorts of fucked up. The game looked like shit. Like, Battlefield 2042 is not a very aesthetically pleasing game. Everything just kind of looks muddy and washed out. And I feel like a lot of that had to do with the fact that the game went from 64 players to 128 players, which it probably should have never done. I feel like they sacrificed a lot of Battlefield's identity in order to try to have 128 players, and it didn't work. The destruction fucking sucked. The map design just was not the same as what it was during 64 players. They had to rework most of the maps, and they redesigned them and cut stuff down and added shit for 64 players, because crazy thing is, Battlefield works better with 64 players, because 128 is just kind of a clusterfuck, right? Although, maybe they might be able to get 128 players right in the future. But after playing, Battlefield type games, Battlefield, just big, sandbox combat games, 64 is the just right amount, and it makes things feel like a big giant battle without it being overly too much of a clusterfuck. It still is a clusterfuck, but it's not like what 2042 was. And just thinking back to 2042, the game didn't even launch with a scoreboard. How the fuck do you not have a scoreboard in a multiplayer video game? Like, some of the most incomplete games that are coming out today still launch with a scoreboard. Fucking Battlefield didn't have a scoreboard. You couldn't see how many kills you had. I really don't understand why they did it, whether they didn't want to see people getting bullied for being at the bottom of the scoreboard. Honestly, I rarely see people, talking that much shit in Battlefield lobbies anyways. I see a little bit of it in Battlefront too. But I really just don't see it, man. I don't see the shit talk being all that crazy on Battlefield, all chat. Sometimes, yeah, somebody does get bullied for being at the bottom of the scoreboard. It happens, right? But it's not a big deal that we had to hide the scoreboard. And yeah, eventually they did add in the scoreboard because, you gotta have something like that in a fucking multiplayer video game, not having a scoreboard. It's funny to think about this shit. But guys, there's a lot of people right now sitting around saying Call of Duty is gonna smash Battlefield. It's gonna do this. It's gonna do that. Guys, don't pre-order any of these fucking games. And especially don't pre-order Battlefield 6, because the last Battlefield game that came out burned the fuck out of us. I think it took them 6 to 8 months to get it into a decent state, and even then, it's just not that good of a Battlefield game. It's got fucking dumbass operators, The one thing I will say I like about 2042 is I like that there's no weapon restrictions, right? You could play whatever class you want, use whatever gadget you want, and use whatever gun you want, right? There is no limitation. I know that there's a lot of motherfuckers in the Battlefield community that want weapons locked to classes, and I honestly I don't really care. It's a feature that I like, being able to just use whatever I want instead of picking a class because it has a certain weapon that I like. I don't know. It's causing a lot of controversy in the Battlefield community, but that's just my opinion on it. My whole thing, though, with Battlefield 6, look, the pre-alpha gameplay, the alpha gameplay, the playtest that they had a month and a half ago, it looked good. The destruction was there. The maps looked good. I believe there was a scoreboard, actually. In fact, they had one of those as well in the fucking alpha. We're not going to have to wait till 2 or 3 months after launch to get a scoreboard, which this is a very exciting development. But still, guys, I just keep giving more and more reasons not to pre-order Battlefield 6. Wait for your favorite, YouTubers, review fucking gaming review websites to review Battlefield 6. Wait for fucking motherfuckers on Reddit to tell you if the game sucks or if it doesn't suck. But don't spend $60, $70, whatever the fuck, to pre-order the shit and it suck at launch. No pre-orders. Zero. Don't pre-order the shit. I'm telling y'all, as somebody that got burned by Battlefield 2042 and, has had some experience with this shit, just don't pre-order the shit. Now, if the game looks good, maybe a couple weeks after launch and, you're thinking about buying it, buy it then. But there's no reason to pre-order games, especially digitally, right? Like, I can understand pre-ordering a physical copy in the year 2025. Maybe you want the case. It's like a collector's thing, right? You're playing on console. If you're on PC, especially if you're on PC, there's no reason to pre-order the game. You could buy it on launch, right? Buy it on launch day. Honestly, I think everybody, if you're going to be playing Battlefield 2042, Call of Duty, whatever multiplayer game this fall, don't pre-order the shit, right? If you're going to buy it on launch day, play it for an hour or two, and if you don't like it, get the fucking refund. Steam is pretty good about refunds. I know PlayStation Store is a little bit different about it, and so is Xbox. But still, if you have the ability to play the shit for a little bit and then get a refund, I highly recommend you do that, because way too many times these companies, they put out these fucking garbage ass games at launch, spend 3 months fixing it. Well, look, man, they already got your fucking money, dumbass, because you pre-ordered it 3 months before it came out. And it's just, look, I don't think anybody should be pre-ordering this shit, and I really just don't understand what is the whole rush to pre-order a game. Like I said, especially digitally, right? Like, it's not going anywhere. It's not leaving the Steam store. It's not leaving fucking Battle.net or EA or whatever fucking, launcher you use. Most of the time, when Call of Duty comes out on Steam or Battle.net, it's going to be there for a while. And sometimes it might go on sale. Honestly, I always recommend people to get games on sale, because that's probably the best way to get your money's worth, right? Now, sometimes you want to play some shit at launch, though, right, when it comes out. And shooters, I can understand, like, it's hard to get into some shooters after they've been out for a while. Like, I've been playing the fuck out of Battlefront 2 lately, and I got my ass whooped for probably a good month and a half playing the game after it went on sale, and it took me a minute to get the hang of it, and that's because the game's been out for 8-9 years, and there's all sorts of people that are max level and shit, and, it happens. But, for $5, Battlefront 2 was great. Got it on sale, years after it launched. Now, look, I just don't want people to pre-order this shit. I don't want motherfuckers to get burned the same way I got burned just a few years ago with Battlefield 2042. And I just don't want people to listen to the fucking retards on YouTube, especially COD YouTubers right now. Because I've seen at least, I don't know, like 5 or 6 videos saying how Battlefield 6 is going to crush Call of Duty. Like, man, Call of Duty, like, look, I'm not trying to sit here and glaze because I don't like the games right now. But there's too many retards that are just mad at Activision that are like, oh man, Battlefield's gonna kill the game. It's over for Activision. No, the fuck it's not. Call of Duty every single year is one of the best-selling games, if not the best-selling game, every year. I'm pretty sure nobody at Activision is fucking concerned with Battlefield. The only thing people should be concerned with is how they're spending their fucking money and their time. And you should not be wasting your fucking money for a $70 Battlefield game that might potentially suck, right? Just wait for it to come out. Wait for it to launch. Don't pre-order for years. At least wait for the beta to come out. If you want to pre-order after the beta comes out, that's fine. But don't pre-order the shit first day you can. Just don't do it, man. Because way too often these companies are just after your money. Especially they just dropped this nice, clean, sexy teaser trailer, right? That looks really good, right? Like, so did 2042. 2042 had a great teaser trailer. Did the game look anything like the teaser trailer? Fuck no! It was not anything like that. It was not anything close to good as that, especially like visually, right? Like, the teaser trailer was a teaser trailer for a reason. Look, man, like I've said this at least a dozen times throughout the video. I don't want motherfuckers getting burned because they decided to pre-order a game that they really shouldn't have, right? Like, and like I said, there's a lot of people sitting around, oh, but there's nothing to play. There's nothing to play. Guys, there's all sorts of shit on sale on Steam that I fuck with. I got my friends telling me about shit all the time. Like, there's plenty of shit to play that you don't have to pre-order. And anyways, there's going to be a beta, so just wait for the beta. Don't pre-order the shit on the first day. I've been repeating myself for like almost 10 minutes. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out. If you haven't hit the like button, hit it for me if you want. If not, I'll just, go fuck myself. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Peace.